To set up a RESOUND UNITE TV, begin by connecting the power cable to the UNITE TV by plugging the mini USB cable into the bottom of the streamer. The other end of this cable should be plugged into an electric wall outlet. Then, connect the audio cable to the streamer by plugging the red and white connectors into the appropriate jacks at the bottom of the UNITE TV. Connect the other end of the audio cable to the audio out connector on the TV. The way in which this is done will vary with different television models. For many TVs, the audio out connectors can be found on the back of the television. The RESOUND UNITE TV comes with cables and connectors to support 3 different setups: a SCART connector, RCA jacks, and a headphone jack. The appropriate adapters and audio cable have been provided with the RESOUND UNITE TV. For the SCART connector, insert the 21-pin SCART adapter into the SCART connector on the TV. Then plug the audio cable into the adapter by inserting the red and white plugs into the appropriate jacks. For a television with RCA jacks, no adapter is required. The audio cable can be plugged directly into the television by inserting the red and white plugs into the audio out jacks on the television. When using a headphone jack on the television, it will be necessary to connect the stereo to RCA adapter to the television. Plug the adapter into the headphone jack. Then, plug the audio cable into the RCA connectors on the adapter by inserting the red and white plugs into the appropriate jacks. Keep in mind that for many televisions, when using the headphone jack, the television speakers will be muted. Consult the television manual to determine whether the television can support simultaneous use of the headphone jack and television speakers. If the television does not support any of the above connectors, it's possible to connect the UNITE TV to the television through the coaxial or optical connectors. For this setup, a coaxial or optical cable, a digital to analog audio converter, and the audio cable provided with the RESOUND UNITE TV are required. Using the coaxial or optical cable, connect the digital to analog audio converter to the television. Then connect the audio cable to the converter by inserting the red and white RCA plugs into the appropriate jacks on the converter. Please note that a coaxial or optical cable, as well as a digital to analog converter, are not provided with the UNITE TV, but can be obtained at most audio electronics stores. In much the same way as a television can be connected to the RESOUND UNITE TV, audio outputs from other devices can be streamed directly to Alera hearing instruments through the UNITE TV. For instance, a stereo system can be coupled to the UNITE TV simply by plugging the headphone adapter into the headphone jack on the stereo. The audio cable can then be used to connect the adapter to the UNITE TV. As with the headphone jack on the television, use of the headphone jack on the stereo may mute the stereo speakers. Refer to the user manual for the stereo to determine whether or not simultaneous use of the headphone jack and stereo speakers is supported.